In the south of the Gaza Strip, the Israeli army is claiming a major victory in its fight against Hamas militants.
But Israel's crackdown on the West Bank continues. NBC's Ralph Sanchez reports from Tel Aviv.
The Israeli military says it has defeated the Rafah brigade of Hamas. That is the militant group's last armed formation in the south of the Strip, and its destruction was one of the major goals of Israel's offensive into Rafah this summer. The Israeli military says it has also discovered around 8 miles of tunnels near the key Egypt-Gaza border. What is not clear, though, is whether this brings Israel any closer to what Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu calls total victory. Hamas's key leader, Yahya Sinwar, the architect of the October 7th massacre, remains at large. Hamas militant groups are reforming in other parts of the Strip. And of course, 101 Israeli hostages remain in Hamas captivity. Meanwhile, we're seeing escalating violence in the occupied West Bank, where Israel has really stepped up the tempo of its airstrikes. The UN's Palestinian Refugee Agency, known as UNRWA, is saying that one of its aid workers in the occupied West Bank was killed by an Israeli sniper. That is the first time in more than 10 years that one of its workers had been killed. The agency also says 6 of its staff have been killed in Gaza over the last week by Israeli airstrikes. And while we are seeing violence in the West Bank, in Gaza, and on the Israeli-Lebanon border, at this point, there is no sign of any ceasefire talks leading to any major breakthrough. Raf Sanchez, NBC News, Tel Aviv.